What we're going to start off with is the header tag. Now you have up to 5 headers. You have header 1, header 2, header 3, header 4, header 5. And as you go down the list, kind of like as the numbers get larger, the title gets smaller. So we will do header 1 because we want this to be pretty big. And we're just going to close that. And now what we're going to have to do, well actually you know what, we're just going to see how that looks before we do anything else. And now you see MoCCA Needs You. And that's pretty big and it's nice to see. So this looks like a paragraph, right? I think this is a paragraph and it looks pretty clean and good to me. So I'm just going to make this a paragraph. So I'm going to do the P tag, which P stands for paragraph. And I'm just going to close this. And we can see how that looks now too. I actually go back and check my stuff a lot. Like now that I'm more experienced, I don't check every single step like I am now. But since you are new, since anybody who's watching this is pretty like new at this, I'm just going to show every step like I used to check it myself. And I'm making this a header too because this seems to me like core benefits of MoCCA membership. It seems like it would be a title, right? So I'm just going to do this, and you see, so this one is smaller than this one, and that's just a good thing to know. Now this is going to be an ordered list, and what an ordered list as opposed to an unordered list is, an ordered list goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other one is just bullet points. An unordered list is bullet points. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do ordered list, OL, and then I'm just going to close this. It's a really, really good habit to just be in like closing things because, you know, to be honest, I would forget a lot to close my stuff. And oh, here I'm just going to tell you LI stands for list, and then we're going to close that too. And I used to get myself in a lot of trouble. I would forget to close things a lot. I did go, oh, you know what, let me just do this before I close it, and you know, I won't forget. And then of course I forgot, and I got myself in so much trouble, and it would take me like, God, it would take me like half an hour to find out what I did wrong, because if you do anything wrong, it will come out funky, it won't look right, and then, you know, you have to spend time figuring out why that is. Now, you also could use an HTML validator, which is really a handy thing to have around, and all you have to do is type in Google HTML validator and you will find one, and it just kind of checks your mistakes. So that's good, but you still don't always find everything, like why it's not working. And but it is really good to help find that. Now I'm just going to save this, and I'm going to see what this looks like. And you see, so we have our nice little list going on here, and it's nice and neat, and I like that. So we're going to go back. Now we have all of this, and as you can see, this is all kind of just still jumbled up in a paragraph. So let's see. Membership levels. Now I think that should be a title too, right? So let's just do title, or rather header, and now we have that as its own header. We're just going to look at that and just, you know, make sure that it worked, and it did, good. And since I kind of noticed this on the bottom, this is a paragraph, I'm just going to make this a paragraph. I kind of go through all my things, you know, as I see them. Sometimes, you know, a little earlier, sometimes a little later. But really you should go in order. But I just, you know, didn't want to forget. So now this, I would say, is a paragraph. Now you might think that, okay, this should have its own, you know, it could be a header. You know what, we'll do a header 3. So I was going to make it a paragraph, but you know what, header 3 sounds good to me. So I'm going to make that header 3. And now here's a core benefit. Now I think this should be a list, because here, as you see, we have 2. And we want this just to be very, very clean and visual. So I'm going to make this an ordered list. Sorry, I started to do the wrong list. And I'm just going to close that, because as I said, that's a really, really good habit to be in. And I'm going to just tell this it's a list, and I'm going to close it. And here we go, we have this again, so this will be header 3. And, well, oops, I'll close that. And here's another list. Now, something else that's really good about headers as opposed to paragraphs is headers will automatically bold themselves, and they will automatically give some space underneath. So this way, oh, see, I was thinking about paragraphs and I wrote paragraph. It's supposed to be list, right? So I'm just going to delete that and I'm going to fix that. And there we go. I'm sorry for that. And now we're going to close this. Oh well. Unordered lists. No, ordered list, you see. I am just a complete wreck today, aren't I? So here's our ordered list. Now, this is our unordered list, and I am just really losing my mind today. So I'm just going to go back and fix all of these, and yes, you could have lots and lots of experience and still make these kind of mistakes, and you will see if you continue doing this, because I do this kind of stuff all the time, and I'm considered actually a pretty decent designer from, you know, people I know who do design. So yeah, you don't need to feel like really embarrassed or anything if you mess up. No matter how long you've been doing this, you will mess up sometimes, and you know, I'm glad that I messed up, because you know, it's good to get that point across. And I'm just going to close this also, and list, and done. Oh, we also have that little one at the bottom. Now this is also a title. So are you a member? You know what? I think I'm going to give that also to be a header. And I'm just going to close that. And there we go. So as you can see, everything is attached. Now, as I said, these are the ones that I use the most. A list, which I don't really use ordered lists much, but I do use unordered lists very, very often. And paragraphs and headers. No. So let's see. There you go. So this actually is really, I think, pretty good looking for a beginner, you know, a beginning site, because, you know, this is just how they all start out looking, and then as we kind of get more in depth and kind of do more work on it, it becomes more attractive and, you know, cleaner and stuff. But what we, well, not cleaner, but colorful and whatever. But what we really want to start off with is for things to be very, very clean. And that's what we have right now. This is very clean. So in my next video, I will, well, I'm going to have like lesson 1.5, and that's going to tell you the difference between HTML and XHTML. And lesson 2 will tell you kind of how to decorate this, how to make it look good. And that will be with styles. Now, you probably don't know what styles are. You might have heard of it as CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. But if you watch my video, you will get a very clear idea of what that is. And I will just kind of keep going up and back between HTML and CSS, so this way you kind of learn both of them at a pace that's really good to learn at and very healthy. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you liked it, I'd appreciate it if you click like. If you want more videos like this and you don't want to like have to miss out on them, kind of get them right as they kind of come out, so you can subscribe, and I'd appreciate that too. Otherwise, if you don't want to risk losing this, you can just bookmark it, or my video that is not this document, because this will be on your, wherever you save it, honestly, and you will have this always. So, because I've actually lost a lot of videos that I thought, oh, you know, I'll find this easily, and then I couldn't. Or I think that there's a way how to bookmark it with YouTube. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.